as a whole, how would you say your team's assessment entering tonight's game? How would you kind of grade it?
We played well last night in the second and third period. That transitioned into the first period tonight or today, and then from there, just we're not getting complete efforts from a complete team for 60 minutes.
Opportunity to speak on some of the players you have spoken on, veterans needing to step up after Friday night's loss. We saw that with Tag Bertuzzi, Jake Smith, all Italian goals. How much is that veteranship, leadership going to need to be required here in this final stretch of regular season games, with the majority being on the road?
Yeah, they need to show up, play well, communicate, lead by example. Uh, just something that as a group still is missing. I don't know how else to say it properly that makes sense other than it's still missing something. The leadership is still missing something.
In terms of the new players, we spoke on Friday, getting good assessment over the weekend, plenty of ice time for those five skaters making pro debuts Friday. Who and in what way did some of those five skaters step out, of course, with some points? How would you say perhaps Jacques Bucco and Tyler Grant did throughout this weekend?
I had some conversations with those two particular players today, and I thought they played really well. I thought they responded to what I said to them. And, for me, evaluating those two, they got better as the weekend went on. They got more comfortable. It's kind of the same with all the players. They're going to need to keep growing. Some maybe stayed pretty stagnant and are still trying to get their feet wet, but those two, Grattan and Bucco, I thought they got better as the weekend went on. No issues with Malinowski. I thought he was fine. Like I said, we just have not everybody playing a complete game for 60 minutes, and it's costing us.
I know it's going to seem silly to ask this question with 3 weeks left in the season. What is the biggest need of the team right now?
I mean, I sit at, maybe I should say I stay up at night when I can't sleep and I think about that question. And we have goal scoring, we have talent. Yes, I could blame us missing some guys to injuries and call-ups and things like that, but I think at the end of the day, the biggest missing piece is leadership. And once again, I can only do so much and say so much. I do have some help with the other staff members, but in the locker room there needs to be somebody or a group of people, players that can step up and lead. And I think either one, we're not getting that behind closed doors that I don't see, or two, we're getting it and the other players aren't responding. So that's probably what we're missing. Can't fix that in 3 weeks, unfortunately.
Of course, we're fresh off of this weekend, but looking at the gauntlet coming forward, which begins right on Wednesday, a team in 12 year. They're closing out their current afternoon game, but entering today on a 7-game point streak. Any main focus you'll have for the opportunity for this team to get on the ice before seeing 12 Riviera? Of course, a long bus ride, a day off tomorrow. But what will be the focus you can think of right now, first matter to address heading into Wednesday?
I mean, I gotta find the time now to do my homework and watch some film on them. Obviously, playing these 3 games with a quick turnaround to Wednesday, I'm not worried about TR now. I can start worrying about them, but there's some teams in our division that are trending in the right direction at the right time, and we're not one of them, and we have to figure it out pretty quick. And that's the focus, and all we can do is take it a game at a time. If we look to 2 weeks from now, or we look to the end of the season of what ifs, like, we can't play with what ifs. We just have to play one game at a time and do the best we can and try to get some points still in the standings.
Coach, thanks for your time. Appreciate it.